Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for joining me. I hope y'all good out there. Now, people, it's time to get real for just a little bit. We're going to talk about everything from Pete's tweets to the Kardashians promoting their new reality show on Hulu, Kanye, okay, of course, getting into it with a whole bunch of people, and Trevor Noah chiming in, and the recent revelations of Kanye being yanked from the Grammys, canceled from the lineup, and Pete Davidson canceling his trip to space. Everybody needs to slow down around here and get back on track. So I'm going to go back as far as I can remember. And Kanye has always been in need of wise counsel, as far as I can remember. And we already know this, and for sure, Kim Kardashian knew that Kanye was not going to handle the end of this marriage very well. That was a no-brainer. We could all figure that out. But what's real interesting, what we should find interesting, is how Pete Davidson decided all at once at 8 o'clock in the morning to hit Kanye up with some text messages and then hit him below the belt while he presented that he was trying to give him some brotherly advice, as if Kanye want to hear anything from Pete Davidson. And then Pete Davidson, in all of his wisdom, decided to share that he was in bed with Kanye's wife. I'm in bed with your wife is what he tweeted. Even though he could have replied so many different ways to Kanye, because Kanye did ask him, where are you now? So Pete told him, I'm in bed with your wife. And Pete made those texts public. Now, Pete texting Kanye could only set him off because Kanye is emotional now. He's wound up about divorcing Kim. And it's not even true what Pete was writing, because technically they're no longer married. And when Kim was Kanye's wife, Pete had no interest in getting Kanye straight in any kind of way. He stayed out of that whole back and forth between Kim and Kanye, as he should have with his young self, because this was a pair of people, a couple that was married long term, and they have a bunch of kids. Now, our dear Trevor Noah, I always check out Trevor. He commented on the situation recently with a real serious tone. It sounded like a situation of national concern, like a public service message. That's what I thought it was. I didn't even know what he was talking about. And because clips were just playing. And I'm like, what is with this serious tone? Is this like to suggest that we should cancel Kanye? Now, without question, domestic issues are a matter of concern. They're no joke, especially when someone is threatening a woman, which I don't think Kanye has ever done. But somebody let me know, inform me if I've missed something. I don't think he's harassed Kim, which is not cool. But hurting Kim, and has he ever had a history of hurting Kim? I never heard of such a thing. So I thought to myself, why is Trevor Noah speaking on this matter with such a tone, referencing his personal experiences witnessing domestic abuse as a child, which we never want to see another human endure that kind of treatment. But Kim, I don't see the how do you match these up? So what is that about? And all this timing of this thing, how it's all playing out, none of it really seems random with them launching their new reality show. And why this child, Pete Davidson? Now, let me just bring your attention to something. Why Pete Davidson would be inserting himself in betwixt this divorcing couple that's turning into a war of the roses. It's like beyond me. Maybe he likes the excitement. Maybe Kim likes the excitement, because I heard that Kim chose Pete. And I like to remain unbiased until I have like really solid proof of something. But I I have common sense. And when I see this, let me just show you this. This is the night that Kim did SNL, okay? The other picture in the picture is, of course, you can see Kim and Kanye in the car. Now, I'm bringing these pictures together because many of you probably know that Kim, when she did her bit at SNL in October, just to show you how recent all this is, Kanye was in the audience. And from this photo that I took from a European source, it seems that they also shared a ride. I didn't really think about this until I started doing this video. This is from a German source, and they're just talking about the same things that the whole world is talking about. It says the Rapper war mit back-to-back Posts gegen Kim, Pete, and Trevor Noah angegangen. Just basically saying that he's going at it with all of them. But notice, now the lighting's a little different, but notice Kim is in her pink bodysuit for SNL. There, she's in the pink glove thing. You can't see her whole outfit. Her hair's pulled back. She wore a bunch of different wigs, and that's what you do when you wear a bunch of different wigs. You pull your hair back. But you see the earrings. They're quite the same. So this makes me think that Kim also shared a ride with Kanye, okay? Again, I don't have any proof of this, but I got good sense. And I don't think Pete, with his young self, Pete loving the ladies, I don't think that he would ever pull up on Kim, this woman with 4 kids, especially after she arrived into SNL with Kanye, even if they didn't ride together, knowing that these two are publicly going through some marital issues and that Kanye wants to be with his wife. But I do believe that they share that ride together. And Kanye not Kanye, but Pete, I ain't never seen him around dating no really mature women. Okay. I don't know if I welcomed y'all to the channel, but I should have welcomed you to the channel. I just started right in with this stuff. Normally, I wouldn't even consider this a headline. But this mess is spreading far and wide. And with Kanye being pulled from the Grammys, that is a headline. Even though it was never announced that Kanye was to appear at the Grammys. Now you see these tweets from Pete. I'm just showing you some of them because this is just ridiculously getting out of control. Everything is being vamped up and amped up now that it's 1 month before the premiere of that reality show of the Kardashians on Hulu. And Pete's space adventure, that's been canceled. I don't know. Is it so that he can stay and protect Kim? Now, albeit Pete didn't get very much public attention about that space venture, although it's a very impressive endeavor that would be great for anybody to experience, especially Pete, young guy, he's not even 30. It's incredible. But I've read some headlines that imply the cancellation had something to do with this Kim-Kanye feud, as if he needs to stay here on Earth to, tweet to Kanye some more, send him some more messages. And Kim, come on. This whole space travel thing, it's like, most people dedicated to space travel, that's just on a whole nother level before you sign up for space. And I would imagine that Pete signed up for that trip before he even met Kim. Not met Kim, but they hooked up. Because it was just in October that they hooked up, which I think Kim scooped him up. And it works perfectly to promote this whole Hulu thing. Now, Pete's a dude. It's going to be easy to establish the storyline for him. All he has to do is send Kanye a tweet, and then they're going to have some extra tea for Pete stirred up. And with this beef, that's not even really a beef they wouldn't even probably have any conflict if Pete didn't hook up with Kim. Now it's all about the Kardashians' narrative as we get these text messages to impress upon the fans that Pete's not afraid of Kanye. He's a worthy mate. He's a protector of Kim. This is going to be so easy. It's going to be easy as pie to have this whole issue play out on their reality show. Pete's storyline will write itself. Because again, all he got to do is send Kanye a text, because Kanye is so easy to trigger. Kanye has such a short fuse. It's almost like, it looks so ridiculous. It looks like they all agreed to this messiness along with Kanye, as if they all plotted it for promotional effect. Except only it's pretty clear that Kanye ain't happy about Pete taking his place in what was once his marital bed. Now, Kanye does not take things well. And on social media, Kanye has like no filter whatsoever. He's not a person to be debating, especially when his emotions get involved, which Kanye is like a ball of emotions. But at first, Pete Davidson was the one in all of this that I was most sympathetic with. Because he's like a child that, he's a child in this game. Over there trying to play house with Kim Kardashian. It's just like, dude, really? Really, what are you doing? This boy ain't never been hooked up with no mature woman as far as I know. And now, like, see him here. Let's all come back. Him all licking all over some girl. And what did they expect after Pete tweeted Kanye in the morning like that? You know you ain't gonna get nothing good from Kanye after that. You know this. But for Pete to go there and prompt this exchange in a relatively quiet moment, because 8 o'clock in the morning, as he lay there in bed with Kim, what did he have? An epiphany or something? Some kind of aha moment, like, enough is enough. I gotta set Kanye straight. Really? Those tweets were plotted. You don't think Kim could have stopped Pete from sending those tweets? What is he doing up? They weren't tweets, they were text messages. It's just easier to say Pete's tweets. I just really think that this is all for entertainment. And as for the relationship with Pete, eventually time will tell. I would say good for them, I guess. They're having fun. They're having a party. They are grown folks. They can do what they want. And I don't really feel sorry for Kanye. He sure didn't think he found himself a sweet, saintly woman to raise a family with. You can give me a break with that. And all that black stuff he cries about, I'm not even a little bit moved by it, even though I am a very proud and a very black woman, you know, and I'm for the culture. But Kanye playing these black cards when he wants to, and turning the Kardashians into billionaires. And now he's no longer necessary. Now that he's built the Kardashian brand into what it is, mission accomplished. Who needs you, Kanye? And look at Kim's track record with men. This chick will drop a man like he's hot at any given moment. Once she's made other plans, she goes on to the next fruitful endeavor. It's like she already has a built-in excuse to exit the relationship from day one. That's what it looks like to me. I'm sorry. That's what it looks like to me. So when she dumps these dudes, it's no real question as to why. And with Pete, it's not going to be no different. Pete has mental challenges anyway, just like your boy Kanye. And Kim knew about that. Most people that follow Pete, who's a very talented guy, we know that. And Pete is a young dude with no kids, 0 kids. If he wanted a house full of kids, he would have already started on that by now. Kim knows that Pete gets busy. She just snatched that child up, and he is now her new accessoire, her new accessory for her reality shows and all of her social media needs and storylines. You know, this is the only way Kim films, because she is the center point of their reality shows. I would love to see Kim start filming without a man in her life, just concentrating on her faux kids. That never. It's not going to happen. But reality shows don't work like that. And the Kardashians are good at reality shows. And they challenge all of the reality show franchises and the Housewives franchise. And these Kardashians, they compete at all costs. Social media, that's just one of their many tools. But it's all entertainment. But this situation between these three, Pete, Kanye, and Kim, it looks like something that can go even more wrong. Especially for Kanye, because to start this narrative that he's really a dangerous man. I mean, he's doing some things that's not cool. Kanye is a whole case study. But the fact that it's so easy to push his buttons, don't everybody know this? Some people, they need to get some real church going folks, some real saints, surround Kanye with some real prayed up saints, and put a prayer cloth around him and bring him before the altar. Get some anointing oils and all that. Because the child, he's just not right. He just happens to be a very insanely artistic, that's a bad choice of words. He's just full of artistry. But he probably need a guardian. And I'm starting to think that Pete needs a guardian too, because men don't play with those kind of words. Now Pete's clowning too, carving Kim's name into his chest. Not a tattoo, carving. And Kim was happy to brag about that. What is she doing? Pete's allowing himself to be used as a promotional tool. The dude wakes up top of the morning addressing Kanye. It's got me shaking my head. What was the source of Pete's inspiration at 8:00 in the morning as he lay there in bed next to Kim? Pete's tweets, texts, DMs, whatever you want to call them, to Kanye. That's not helping matters, and they know it. No man of mine could do that to my ex. Oh no. If Kardashians, if they want to take the high road, they need to take the high road and stick to that, and stop throwing stones and hiding their hands and playing this, I'm so innocent. Oh, I just want peace on earth. If you were that peaceful, this could never get to this level. Anyway, thanks for watching. I know I talk too much. Thank you so much for joining me. And let me know what you think in the comments.